we are back here at the Batangas City Coliseum para sa second game ng inyong triple header ngayong Miyerkules sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 2024 regular season. Two teams coming off losses, and for Coach Louis Alas, it was a long Saturday night para sa kanya as he saw his team lose to Pangasinan in Calasiao, and the drive back was quite long. You know, nakabalik siya sa Manila ng alas 4 ng madaling araw, and buong Sunday daw nagluto na lang siya para makarecover sa kanyang pagkatalo.
Stress release, ha?
Oo, stress release para kay Coach Louis, and natuwa pa yung pamilya niya. So ngayon, ang ating laban, Zamboanga Master Sardines and the Davao Occidental Tigers, walang halong luto to sa kusina, but this is an important game for two teams looking to improve their positions sa ating South Division. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga. Sa Dav Tubas kasama si Christian Luanzo. Sidney Crespo is at courtside. Ikaw ba, Coach Christian, how do you deal with the loss?
We watch film right away. There's really no time to contemplate or for the lack of a better word, to sort of like savor or the oppositely, but you just got to go back and see what you have to improve on.
Oh, and when you talk about the South Division, eto nga, magkakadikit ang ating team standings ngayon. Look at this. Number 2 to number 7, 3 losses separating these two teams,
Right.
and 2 wins.
You talk about a log jam. This is the logs of log jam. Ang dami hanggang Paranaque. 14 and 9. If all teams very much they have about 4 games remaining at least, including this one. So if one team decides to be lazy and to lose 3 of the 4 or maybe all 4, and then the other team wins all 4, even a Binyan who had a big win last night could end up at that 3rd or maybe that 2nd spot. So nobody is safe except for that number 1 in Quezon.
Because this is important because the top 4 will get home court advantage in the first round. Ibig sabihin, may isa silang laro sa kanilang bahay for the first round of the playoffs. Davao Occidental coming off a loss last week to Nueva Ecija, 65-57, came out flat and just really never recovered against Nueva Ecija.
Sometimes when you get a flat tire, you have that spare, but even a spare is not enough because sobrang bigat nung talagang flat na flat yung gulong, at yun ang nangyari sa kanila. They gave up 28 points in the first quarter. Played well in the next 3 quarters, limiting Nueva Ecija to 15, 12, and 10 in the final kanto. The thing is that sobrang lubog ka na nung first quarter. There was not enough time for them to catch up. They were able to trim the lead down to 10 from a high of 19 at the half. But then again, in the fourth quarter, banderang kapos. You see the numbers right here. Nueva Ecija controlling the boards and also the points of turnovers. Costly. Nueva Ecija scoring 17, Davao 7 lamang.
On the other side, Zamboanga, as we mentioned, they had a very, very long Saturday evening in Calasiao, Pangasinan. And for those who stayed up late, especially the fans of Pangasinan, it was a win worth remembering. But for Zamboanga, it was really a bitter loss to swallow, after leading for majority of the ball game, last 2 minutes, bumigay.
As much as 15 in the second quarter, to your point, and that game ended up as a thriller, a game-winning shot inside the paint by Mike Mabulak of the inbounds by Huico to Cosejo, and you look at the numbers right here. Zamboanga, sabi mo nga, lamang buong laro. Tingnan mo yung numbers, lamang din sila halos dito except sa rebounding department and sa points in the paint. So that's gonna be a challenge for them defensively against Davao, because we all know Mac Talio, he may be a wing, but he loves to drive the basketball and finish in the paint. It'll be interesting to see yung defensive schemes kalaban nitong si Mac Talio.
Speaking of interesting, we do have an interesting matchup para sa ating laro ngayon. Two of the most explosive guards in the MPBL, Mac Talio of Davao Occidental, and syempre JC Marcelino, our former MVP of Zamboanga Master Sardines. Talk about these two players, Christian.
Trying to get back and get that back-to-back MVP. Certainly in that conversation is JC Marcelino. Very impressive numbers for him. Shooting 46%, 6 boards, almost 5 assists, 2 steals. Mac Talio, what was once the best finisher in the league seasons ago, still has that quick first step, still a dynamic scorer, can, shoot from the outside, hit you from the inside. This will be a nice matchup.
Oo, and pareho pa sila na sapatos. Kobe 4 gold medals.
Ganda.
Let's go to Sydney.
Yes, Adelph, interesting player matchup para sa atin ngayong gabi. Sila rin ang nakapansin na matching-matching nga ang kanilang basketball shoes para sa larong ito. Pero sa ngayon, kausapin muna natin sila bilang magkalaban, Mac Talio. Bago ang All-Star sa September 7 kung saan magkakampi kayo ni JC. Magkalaban muna kayo ngayon. Ano bang gusto mong ibigay o i-contribute sa larong ito?
Well, siguro yung start lang na gusto namin mangyari. Tsaka yung defense na kailangan namin gawin. Yun lang.
Abangan namin yan sa inyong veteran team. Ngayon naman puntahan natin si JC. JC, coming off of a heartbreaking loss, no? Gusto kong malaman kung paano mo inabsorb yung pagkatalong yun and kung paano ka rin nag-move on from that, especially na ikaw yung last possession, yung crucial 3-point attempt.
Pinag-aralan na lang namin yung pagkakamali namin. Pinanood namin yung videos, tapos, binost na lang namin sa training namin para sa next game. Yun, ready na kami sa susunod. Di na mangyayari uli yung nangyari sa amin nakaraan.
Sa kabilang banda naman, isa ka sa starter ng South Team for the All-Star Games sa September 7 in Zamboanga. How excited are you? Teammate mo, si Mac Talio, sa araw na yon at baka pwede mong imbitahan ang lahat ng mga nasa Zamboanga.
Ayun, iniimbitahan ko lahat ng taga Zamboanga. Manood kayo sa All-Star, September 7. Yun, kita-kits tayo doon.
Alright, JC and Mac, thank you so much for your time, guys. Ngayon, simulan natin ang ating second game for today. Richard Tampos, take it away.
A very good evening and welcome to the second game here at Batangas City Coliseum. It's the Davao Occidental versus Zamboanga. This is Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Here are the starters. Let's begin with the MPBL Season 3 Lakan champion, Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Live. At guard number 40, J.K. Casino. Forward number 17, Kenneth Ighalo. Also at forward number 15, Keith Agubida. Playing center number 9, Chris Lalata. And at two guard number 3, Mac Talio. The head coach is Manu Inigo. Assistant coaches, Andy Mejos, Noli Mejos, Vil Sandalo, Noy Bonleon, and James Bartolome. The team managers, Arvin Bonleon and Joey Protasio. Davao Occidental Tigers executive Bong Baribar. Now the starters for Zamboanga. Master Sardines. Playing center number 31, Ray Publico. Forward number 99, John Mahari. Power forward number 16, Adi Santos. One guard number 8, Joey Barcuma. The other guard number 11, the 2022 MPBL Season and All-Star MVP, JC Marcelino. The head coach is Louis Alas. His assistants are Ron J. Enrile, Cesar Paulhen, Francis Punla, and Mark Orias. Team representative Anthony Droge. Head of basketball operations Nini Arquisa. Team governor Ram Iraham. Team manager Alvin Munoz.
Starting five brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. J.K. Casino, Mac Talio, Chris Lalata, Keith Aguvida, Kenneth Ighalo for Davao Occidental, Zamboanga, Parades, Joey Barcuma, JC Marcelino, Ray Publico, Adi Santos, and John Mahari. What a matchup. Two powerhouse teams from the South with plenty on the line, playoff positioning on the line right here in Batangas City. So should be a good one. Ray Gabriel, Lester Arcega, Jackson Mabando ang ating tatlo na referees. Substitute is Jay Castroverde. We are underway. Zamboanga in green, Davao in white.
Well, obviously we featured Mac Talio at itong si JC Marcelino as the matchup of the game. Binuksan naman ni JC kagad with a hand in his face jumper, no, with Mac Talio. And I think an underrated matchup that can be a big factor is ito si Keith Agovida at si Adi Santos. Especially for Agovida, this was an acquisition from Rizal. He gives much scoring para sa Davao. And tulad doon, pasa naman ang ginawa niya sa jumper ni Lalata.
Chris Lalata and Ray Publico, another interesting matchup. Parehong mahaba at athletic na big men. Here's Marcelino.
Two guys.
Yeah. Na-picturean ba yun? Baka pwedeng...
Maganda yun.
Hindi kaso hindi pumasok.
Hindi pumasok eh. Hindi, ano lang naman eh. Picture lang
Picture
naman pagka-release. Paangat kasi sa bola yung kanyang teammate na si Mahari doon. Kaya sumabay na rin itong si Kenneth, yung pantay ni Mahari.
And sideline inbound, John Mahari. Binigay kay JC Marcelino. Marcelino. Barcuma from the corner. That's a three. That won't go. Publico with the offensive rebound. Joey Barcuma, the one-hander. He will not get the bounce.
If that's not a foul, I don't know what a foul is. The whistle was a little late by 2 seconds. Mahari was just sent flying to the outside on the baseline.
Hindi masyadong halata yung tulak.
Tulak.
Mahari to inbound. Adi Santos well defended. Ball will remain with Zamboanga.
They changed it up. Earlier it was, I don't want to say, si Señales ng kanilang inbounds play.
Marcelino.
Libre.
Yes, 5 points. Para kay JC Marcelino.
Yeah, for any other player, pwedeng mahirap yung mga ganong tira, pero kay Marcelino, hindi mo pwede bigay sa kanya yun. Kahit yung unang tira niya na slightly contested by Mac Talio.
Agovida got the step, nahanapan ng paraan. Put back won't go, and last touch to Keith Agovida. Ball goes back to Zamboanga.
Trying to create contact was Agovida, even got his miss. But ends up a stop for Zamboanga.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. JC Marcelino knocking that one down.
The dribble weave action by Zamboanga. Pangatlong reversal na to, fourth.
Barcuma. Back to Marcelino. Rises for that jumper. Too strong. There's Mac Talio. Mahari ang nakabantay sa kanya. Now, Ighalo trying to exploit his advantage against
pass.
Marcelino. Hindi na convert ni Casino yung
Touch pass.
three-pointer. Oh, nice finish. Yan kay Adi Santos from Joey Barcuma.
You could see that play develop from a mile away as soon as Marcelino gave that beautiful outlet pass after that beautiful rebound as Ighalo was behind him, and then the touch pass by Barcuma.
The fast break of the game brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Lalata. Binigay kay Ighalo. Back to Chris Lalata. Puts the ball on the deck. The runner. That's two on Publico.
So this is the advantage of the bigs in itong Davao. They're not your typical on-the-block post players, but we've seen quite a number of times already early in this ball game, Lalata and Agovida putting the ball on the deck. Sanay din sila, no? From outside to inside.
Chris Lalata, he used to play for Muntinlupa and Bicol. Made his way to the PBA and is back here in the MPBL. Averaging 6.2 points per game, 4.6 rebounds. Ganda din ang pag-develop ng player na to.
Oo. Nung una, mga unang taon,
Dunk lang.
pogo stick, kumbaga.
Oo, padunk-dunk lang.
And then, naging all-star player. Nakasama pa sa Canada. Yung tour natin doon before the pandemic. And then his stint, obviously, with the PBA, now back here
7-4, Barcuma down low to Adi Santos.
against the zone.
Barkuma, ball fake. Nag-cut si Mahari. Nabitawan ng bola. It ends up with Agovida. Agovida to Talio.
Late pass.
Nabasa ni JC Marcelino ang pasa na yon. He gets the steal. Mahari to finish. No go. Lalata ang tapik. Ends up with Barkuma. Joey Barkuma, the runner. No good. Ighalo is ahead. Ighalo, 2 points.
I'm good friends with Ken Ighalo, and I tell you, 10 years ago, that would have been a slamma jamma. But like I said, that was only 10 years ago, not 10 years after. Still 2 points though.
Barkuma swings it over to Marcelino. Inside to Santos, back to JC. Masyado malakas.
Oo, pasa sa ating
Akala niya, tatalunin
official.
ni Barkuma ala Kaloy Yulo ang pasa na yon.
May hawig nga, no?
Oo.
Oo, may hawig nga.
Pati yung katawan.
Oo.
Tingnan natin yung fast break na to. Finished by Kenneth Ighalo. Actually, nag-post yan si JC Marcelino the day after. YOLO daw, Kaloy YOLO. Si Joey Barkuma. Ighalo to Agovida. Runs into traffic. Puts it in, plus the foul.
A little action, ball screen action on the left side right here. I thought this should have been a ball reversal, but we talked about the ability to score by Keith Agovida, the lefty, putting the ball on the deck. You see the concentration, little sidestep, even with the foul makes it.
Well, there are a few players here sa MPBL na alam mong who hardly get rattled pag nagda-drive na.
He's one of them. He's one of them.
Keith Agovida. Parang ano talaga gifted eh. Mintis ang jumper ni Chito Jaime, rebound ni Mac Talio. Talio looking to push. Marcelino right in front of him. Agovida. Hand off to Casino. Lalata.
You see how they play this 5-out action. You know, this is a big front court. Ighalo, Lalata, and Agovida.
And almost taken by Agovida, but Mahari able to get to the loose ball. Marcelino. Back to Jaime, the extra pass to Mahari.
I was surprised Jaime passed up on the open shot.
Oh, Marcelino wide open. That's a 3. Ganda ng labanan sa box out sa ilalim. Mahari ends up with it. Saves it only to Talio. Natapigan ni Barkuma.
Oh,
Marcelino attacks. No good.
great challenge by Lalata to challenge without fouling.
Nice pass to Agovida.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
And
That's a foul.
I stand corrected. That wasn't a good pass, by the way.
It wasn't, but a good job of catching the basketball, a little catch and go for Agovida. And the difference of Lalata, even though it was a downward Marcelino, he challenged up in the air, pero iniwas yung katawan niya as Marcelino was trying to create contact, forces the miss. On the other end, Agovida, pasalubong naman. Ito yung challenge, yung veteran na si Chito Jaime.
Agovida misses the first. J-Boy Solis. Pinalitan si Adi Santos.
Wealth of big men din itong Zamboanga, no?
Yeah.
Quality big men. I would say, workhorses. Masisipag, they will do their jobs. J-Boy Solis, once in the top 3 in terms of shot blocking when he was with Parañaque. Correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah.
Bonga Lanza, that's a 3. No good. Rebound. Nikita Agovida. That's a foul on Chito Jaime.
Nice setup play by Coach Louis. It reminds me of a play that he used to set up for one of his assistants, Ron J. Enrile, also a catch-and-shoot player. Naalala ko yung play na yun.
Marami ding na-shoot tong si ano, no?
Scorer
Ron
to.
J.
Scorer
Enrile, no?
to, oo.
Dati, no, marami ding
It's one thing to be a scorer. You could obviously put the ball in the hoop. It's another na maging matigas na mukha na scorer. Ron J is the second one. Matigas yung mukha. And I say that as a compliment.
Oh.
Parang si MJ din yan.
And alam mo sino din yung na nakakalimutan nila ngayon? Na
Sino?
matinding scorer na naging coach din, assistant coach
Sino?
dito sa MPBL.
Sino?
Nani Ipundulan.
Oo. MVP yan eh. MVP
Hindi nila, alam mo yun, parang okay, we know Coach Nani right now doing a great job with the San Juan Knights as
An assistant.
Apolonio lays it in.
And at times, in timeouts, he's the one designing the play. But you talk about, one of the definitions of a scorer in the Filipino dictionary, bigay mo yung bola, gagawa yan. Yun siya. Bigay mo yung bola, gagawa yan.
From the JRU Heavy Bombers.
Kasabay niyan sila Ariel Capos.
Okay
Ito,
na.
Apolonio, ganda nung drive.
2 points para kay Jason Apolonio. Did a solid job before fouling out against
The last game,
Pangasinan.
yeah.
Marcelino. Go to Galanza sa corner. JC swings it over to Sobido. And Zamboanga, very uncharacteristic na nagmimintis dito from beyond the arc. 1 of 5 so far. Bonbon Custodio, first time in the ball game. DH Tumanip is in the game as well.
Scorer ba ka mo? Natural scorer kahit na he lost 2 steps. Kung may 1 step, ito medyo 2 steps na nawala kay Bonbon pero still knows how to put that ball in the hoop.
And ito susubukan yung depensa ni Subido. Bonbon, there's a double team. Baila takes the shot. Missed everything.
No Art de la Cruz today, huh?
Yeah.
For Davao.
Marcelino, Galanza, Sobido trying to find Solis, held by Talio and Sarangay.
That's going to end up as a turnover because possession arrow points to the Tigers.
Yeah, kaya pala nag-start Thiago Vida kasi nga wala si Art de la Cruz. It'll be interesting to know why he's out. He is their leading scorer. So si Art de la Cruz. Baila. Goes to Dave Arana. Baila again. Atake si Daryl Baila. Bottled up. Great defense by Solis. Tinayuan lang. Bonga Lanza. Sobido is open sa corner.
The double drag action.
Galanza gusto subukan ng depensa ni Sarangay and on the kick out. Natapik.
Deflected. Terence Tumalip.
Inbound here for Zamboanga. Kenneth Alas. Bigay kay Solis. Galanza. J-Boy. Takes the jumper. Too strong. Rebound. Tumalip. Ahead to Bonbon. Arana. Able to catch. Apat na naka-green ang sumalubong sa kanya. Baila gets it to Arana, who is fouled by Alas.
I was about to say, excellent transition defense, as you mentioned. 4 green shirts. Even though that was a quick outlet and a quick pass by Bonbon Custodio. And the thing is, on the drive, 2 committed on the ball and the other one on the weak side failed to drop. Na libre sa ilalim, si Arana. First name niya to no? Yung Arana. Tama.
Dave. Dave yung
okay,
ano.
okay. Akala ko first name niya to, tapos Grande yung ano niya. Surname. Episode 1 na ba?
Gusto mo talaga, ha? Papahiwatig ka na naman, ha? Madalas pa naman ako manood ng mga joke time na shows ngayon. Ayoko lang gamitin. Natitempt ako eh. Nagamitin sa'yo eh. Pero baka You might leave me hanging, my friend, as Apolonio,
Misses that one badly. As
Just
clock
like-
expires.
just like his jumper there, left us
Right.
hanging.
Right.
13-9, Coach Louie Alas. On your screens. Sabi ko kay Coach Louie, nagluto na lang ako. Sabi niya, nagluto na lang ako the next day. Sabi ko, sayang, dapat pumunta pala ako sa bahay.
Tama. Taga-South yan.
Oo. Swerte yung pamilya ni Coach Louie, no? Pero sana naman, hindi naman sila matalo all the time, di ba? Renzo Sovido, atake. Galanza, in and out on the three, ayaw pa rin. Bonbon Custodio comes away with the loose ball. Bonbon, oh!
Simpleng-simple.
He just has a knack of making,
Making plays.
those things.
He plays at his own pace.
Yeah.
Bonbon Custodio, I tell you, had a chance to be teammates with him for a while, PBL days. And he's not gonna admit it, especially during his heyday, during his prime. He always thought that he was the best player on the floor.
Every time.
Every time. And you know what? For the most part, he was.
Baila turns around and banks it in. Strong finish para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers. Sa ating first quarter, Dario Baila with back-to-back baskets.
So look at this one. To beat the buzzer, spin move, in control. Binawi niya yung kanina, no? Napalpa siya inside the paint this time off a spin, able to beat the buzzer ngayong first quarter. How about the defense of Davao Occidental? Not allowing Zamboanga to hit the 10-point mark.
First quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Fan of the game brought to you by Jinky Skin. And fans here inside the Batangas City Coliseum, unti-unti nang dumadami in anticipation of that game later on. It's very rare that a game day will feature number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6 in the division.
Oh, and,
Diba?
and all the teams in one division.
In one division,
Oh,
on the same game day.
right. All obviously having playoff implications.
Oh,
Even the first game earlier. Although because of the loss by Muntinlupa, that could have been their last chance to get into the playoffs.
three-pointer, no good. Rebound ni Sarangay. And Zamboanga, 4 of 20 in the first period, 5 of 11 for Davao. So the attempts are not a problem.
Right, and you remember that started 2 of 2 on JC Marcelino's jumpers.
JC and JV now both on the floor. Kasama ni Mahari, Alas, and Adi Santos. Kenneth, that's 4 of 22 now. Bonbon. Bumps Mahari, tinulungan ni JV Marcelino.
Good pass.
So Malip, no good on the 3. Rebound ni Alas. JV. Against Bonbon Custodio. JV Marcelino. Atake, finally. Para dito sa Zamboanga. JV Marcelino lays it in plus the foul.
Little drag screen right here. Ginamit niya yung screen nung una and then goes the other way Creates confusion defensively. Nahuli si Bonbon Custodio on the ball. Ang mabigat doon, pati yung held late din. Mas mabigat, may 3-point play pa.
Meanwhile, let's go to Sidney Crespo.
Malayo ang tingin at seryoso si Coach Louie kanina sa bench bago magsimula ang larong ito. Sabi ko, Coach, bakit ang lalim ng iniisip mo? And he shared that it's because after 22 games, first time nila to suffer a back-to-back loss. Against Batangas, no question si Coach Louie. At sa Pangasinan, malaking factor rin daw na sila mismo ang nagpatalo sa kanilang sarili. He was concerned that this might trigger self-doubt, so he reminded them all, just be yourself, play your game. Lalo na daw ngayon versus the veteran players of Davao. For Coach Louie, this is a test of their character, but they need to bounce back now. And to do that, they need to force Davao to uncomfortable situations. So Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Sid. And wow, interesting, no? Itong Zamboanga has yet to lose back-to-back until last Saturday in Calasiao.
In Pangasinan.
And now, ito, nanganganib din sila. 20-13 as Dave Arana knocks down the 3. JV Marcelino gustong bumawi. No good. Rebound ni Mark Sarangay. Bonbon Custodio, look at him.
And speed him up.
Oh, met up top by JC Marcelino. Dariel Baila gets the call.
Are they going to challenge? They're going to challenge.
And they will challenge. And JC Marcelino ang napituan ng foul. So there will be a challenge from Coach Lou Yalas. And we will be right back.
The challenge made by Zamboanga is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge for Zamboanga. Take a look at this one. Kung malinis itong palpal ni JC Marcelino.
It was clean. It was so clean that even Mr. Clean might grow a hair on his head. Because baliktad yung nangyari. Tinawag yung foul. Tinamaan ba sa kamay?
Look like it. Pero,
I gotta see it again.
Yeah.
I gotta see it again. Maybe one is not enough. After seeing the replay, I thought it was clean.
Yeah. Pero kung nag-appear naman sa ere, sa bola, through the ball.
There you go. Ito ba?
Yeah.
That was clean.
That was clean.
That was clean. Alam mo na mabigat doon. Ni-replay pa. Challenge pa.
And Marcelino knocks down the jumper. No call there on Sarangay. There was contact afterwards. 20-15. Zamboanga getting back into the groove. Bonbon Custodio to stay with Davao. Kala mo magna-turnover na si Bonbon, ha?
Yeah. I am still confused. Even after, what, 2 plays already had happened. That was clean. Paulit-ulit na ako.
Tama ka doon, partner. Hindi.
Tama ba?
Oo, naalala mo. Naalala mo naman nung Friday.
Tama ba? Gusto mo talaga. Gusto mo tamaan ka. Ito na, fast break.
Mahari gets the roll.
Ayan. Malinis din yun. Malinis yung fast break na yun. Maganda yung panapos. Ito na ang Zamboanga. After only scoring 9 points in 10 minutes, now in less than barely, over 3 minutes, 8 points na sila with 17.
Last break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Play Max. official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. 20-17 naman ang Davao as we head into this timeout. JC Marcelino finished with 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals against Pangasinan. You would feel like he should
be taking more shots.
Yeah.
No, but that's not how he is. He's usually efficient, and he really gets his scoring on opportunity, especially in transition. And he does. He does a lot more than just score. He impacts the game in so many ways, obviously with his speed, his passing, and even on the defensive end, he has good defensive instincts.
He's a special player to si JC Marcelino.
So special that he has a duplicate of himself.
Kanan
nga lang tumira.
JC Marcelino. They get the turnover. JC jumper is good. He gets his rhythm there with the dribbles.
Right. I mean, very rare. You can correct me on this because you've covered him more. Like, very rare does he force shots. And tulad doon, he makes the right read defense, forcing him to take a jumper as they go under the screen twice. And then he shoots a nice-looking jumper. Ayan may ilalim si Mac. 2 beses Ayan halos nagpatintero na yung dalawa.
Sa pangalawang dribble, doon na siya tumira and little miscommunication there.
This time against a bigger defender against this, I believe, a 1-2-2 zone. Maybe a 3-2 zone, actually.
A chance to take the lead here for Zamboanga. JV puts the ball on the deck. The kick out to JC. Mintis ang kanyang tres. Sagovida comes away with it.
Late pass.
Masyadong malakas para kay Kenneth Iga. 10 years ago.
No.
Baka sabihin ko ito na 10 years ago.
No, hindi. Okay. Kahit 10 years ago yun, hindi niya maabot yun.
Okay.
Natawa kasi ako sa reaction ni Kenneth nung nakita niya na yung pasa. Ako hindi abot. Nakita ko yung mukha niya. Pero masyadong malayo nga naman yung outlet pass na yun.
Lagi nangyayari sa akin yun Kahit maganda yung pasa, hindi talaga abot.
Yung maling pasa o yung recipient?
Yung recipient. As Ray Publico finally gives Zamboanga the lead, 21-20.
Zamboanga, doing nothing special, but just slowly kinain yung lamang yung ng Davao. Lamang pa sila ngayon.
Ang ganda ng tapos. Actually, yung Davao in that first quarter, Talio misses the 3.
Yun lang, binaba ang bola.
Loose ball picked up by Talio. Binigay kay Agovida.
That's a foul. Clearly a foul.
And Keith Agovida will go to the line for 2 free throws. Walang takot, Keith Agovida.
The thing is, that would have been a charge by Agovida kung hindi sumalubong. I believe that was that Publico?
Yeah.
Well, Publico. But he met him up in the air. If he was there just standing, I thought he had he had established his position legally.
Keith Agovida knocks down the first free throw. And Davao has made 8 of its 12 free throws. Isang free throw pa lang for Zamboanga. Interesting here, hindi pa ginagamit din si Joseph Gabayni sa laro natin.
I was about to say, because we just mentioned earlier that medyo malalim yung big men nitong Zamboanga. Pero ngayon, ang 4-5 nila ay si Santos at si Alas.
A turnover on Adi Santos. A little miscommunication there on the pass.
It's been a slow quarter, huh?
Yeah, bola ulit ng Davao Occidental, J.K. Casino.
Horns play action.
Keith Agovida. Talio wants it.
Good denials.
Casino. Nice pass to Lalata. Finishes up top.
That was a great read on the dive, as I believe yung tao nito si Lalata anticipated Agovida to tag, and then Lalata just rolled to the basket.
Mahari. Drop pass to Adi Santos for 2.
Nice play also by Zamboanga. The passing of both teams, impressive the last 2 offensive possessions.
Agovida now with Talio. Mac. Back to Keith Agovida. That's a 3. He misses. Rebounding Adi Santos.
That's what Mac Talio has to continue to do. Every time he puts the ball on the deck, he's like gravity attracting 2 green shirts. Open shot by Agovida, just unable to hit.
JC Marcelino, 10 seconds to shot clock. Back to JC. JC.
That's a foul. Yeah.
Fouled by Talio.
That's a foul. No, I thought JC/JV. I'm not sure right now. Okay, this is JC.
Yeah.
JC. There you go.
Panoorin muna natin ang play of the game. Brought to you by Suzuki. Mahari and Adi Santos connecting that time. There's a challenge from the Davao Occidental Tigers.
This is worth another look, but on the initial play on live action, I thought there was enough contact because JC, yes, initiated the contact, pero mukhang meron.
We'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
But then again, you could be wrong.
The challenge made by Davao is successful, resulting in a jump ball possession. Arrow is pointing the Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Live.
So as usual, mali ka na naman.
Alam mo, hindi ko nga pinagyayabang na so dami kong tama nung Friday na nag-cover tayo. I really kept my feet on the ground.
Right. Good for you.
But this was a, as you mentioned.
This is the benefit of the replay. Let's just leave it at that. Okay.
Should be a let go. Nonetheless, bola ng Davao up by 1. Here is Ighalo. Ighalo fires. It's off to the left.
Nice twist of the screen to open up Ighalo, just unable to hit that one.
Mahari. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Marcelino, binigay kay Santos.
Nice.
Extra pass. And John Mahari, the finisher this time after Santos was the provider.
Always a misconception against the zone. It's not automatic that you have to shoot an outside shot. Break the zone by either driving the basketball Or tulad ng huling nangyari, inside passing. Look at this one. Pass, pass, drop pass, basket.
That's a good play right here para kay John Mahari to finish. Zamboanga in the lead, 25-24. Renzo Subido. Nagpakita si Adi Santos, takes the jumper, off.
Foul ng Casino. Now that's the thing also with the zone, because you're not defending your matchup, your designated matchup, but instead an area. At times, a small man is going to end up boxing out a bigger one. Tulad doon kay Mahari, no? Si Casino, bumantay sa kanya, foul si Casino.
And Zamboanga up 25-24. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first half. MPBL All-Star Game on September 7, 2024 at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. And take a look at this one, Coach Christian. Sino
Right.
yung mga gusto mo dito?
Well, I'm a big fan of LJ Gonzalez because, you know, among all these players, yeah, ang daming laro ko na nakita kay LJ simula FEU days pa niya, no, sa juniors. And I'm just so happy for him even though he's in his rookie season, right?
Yeah, first season niya sa
First
MPBL.
season. And then starter kagad. To me, that's a big accomplishment.
Well, Mac Talio is also in that game, and JC Marcelino has been listed. Choi Ignacio is actually there.
Right.
As a homegrown representative of the host.
Right.
So, I believe there's 10 players and then 5 ang pinili ng coaches. Coach Eric Gonzalez.
Correct. That's why he's gonna miss also our game opener in the UAAP. Sabay kasi yan. JC Marcelino beats the shot clock with another beautiful J.
Nagovina misses the layup. Balik sa Zamboanga ang bola.
He checked. See? That's not him.
Walang pilit eh.
Oo.
Subido. Alas.
Eto, galing sa ball movement. Dapat itira niya.
No good on the 3. Ighalo tracks down the miss. The Tigers looking to add to their tally here in the second period, and Lohera with that pretty jumper knocks it down.
Ganda, no? In semi-transition, nothing really clear. But usually that mid-jumper, that in-between game is available, especially off a drive.
So 9 points lang ang Davao here in the second period. Zamboanga has 18 so far. Nag-drive si Subido, bigay kay Marcelino sa kabila. The teardrop, that won't go. The rebound ends up with...
Look at Lalata on the floor, trying to get that basketball and complete the stop.
Pero nandun pa rin si Marcelino. That's only a 2-pointer para kay JC Marcelino to beat the shot clock.
That's the second time already. He had a corner shot also with a foot on the line. Sayang, no? 2 points din yung nawala sa kanya.
Pero kanina, no, there is actually now JC already with 13 points in the ball game, 4 rebounds and 4 assists.
Complete game.
Here he is again, Marcelino. No good. Lohera ahead of everyone. Lohera misses the layup. Napes also blows the putback. Renzo. Now with JC Marcelino, Chito Jaime. 8-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Subido for 3. No. Alas picks it up. Marcelino. Good defense by Casino there.
Fouls to give itong Davao. I'm not sure if they know.
JC attacks, layup, no! And Zamboanga and Davao, low scoring first half. But Zamboanga getting the better of Davao in the second period.
Right.
After struggling in the first half, first quarter rather, JC had 13, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals para sa Zamboanga, which is a 1-point lead at the break against the Davao Occidental Tigers in this crucial South Division clash. Their end of first half score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Welcome back to the MPBL. I'm Cindy Crespo and we are still here inside the Batangas City Coliseum para sa ating second game between Davao and Zamboanga. Kasama ko rin ang kanilang representatives para sa ating halftime interview. Coach Ron J. Enrile, assistant coach of Zamboanga, and Sir Arvin Bonleon, ang team manager ng Davao. Unahin ko muna si Coach Ron J. Coach, it was a slow start for Zamboanga tonight, especially in the first quarter. Scored 9 points, pero second quarter medyo nakabawi, 18 points. What happened the first half?
I think yung kasi medyo yung offense namin, medyo nagkakapaan pa kami kasi ilang araw pa lang namin na-practice yung new system na kailangan namin gawin for this game. Pero I think it's positive pa rin naman kasi we all know that we are a defensive team. So ang score is 26-27. Nandun kami sa mark na gusto namin ma-achieve per quarter. Yun.
Alright, so abangan natin ang adjustments niyo in the second half. For now, Coach, may mga babatiin ka ba?
Oh yes. First, we would like to thank Universal Canning Corporation, makers of Family Sardines, Family Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, Mikado Sardines, our sponsor, Patrick Sportswear, to our bosses, Ma'am Anita and Boss Tipikaw, and to all the Zamboangueños na nanonood ngayon, sa mga suporta nyo, maraming salamat po. And lahat dito sa pag-welcome ng Batangas sa Zamboanga team, maraming salamat din sa inyo.
Alright, thank you so much as well, Coach, for your time. Now let's go to Sir Arvin. Sir, with 2 straight losses, ano pong sinabi nyo sa team as a motivation before the start of this game?
Good evening. Sabi lang namin na kailangan namin bumawi dahil especially ang Zamboanga, bracket namin. Then magkasunod kami halos ng standing. Kailangan manalo ng remaining games na lang namin para mag-stay kami sa 1-4 na standing namin. Yun lang.
Alright, thank you so much for sharing that, sir. May mga babatiin po ba kayo?
Of course, binabati ko ang Davao Occidental, Santa Maria, buong Davao Region and Davao City, Bautista family and family ko sa Davao, at sa lahat ng sumusuporta ng MPBL, ipagpatuloy niyo lang. Thank you.
Sir Arvin, thank you so much as well for your time. Mga kaliga, huwag po nga alis nung babalik ang MPBL.
Nagbabalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League dito sa Batangas City, where the Zamboanga Master Sardines recovered from their poor first period and actually, got back in the game in that early part of the second quarter and eventually took the lead late on, and 27-26 ang ating score ngayon. Zamboanga 15 attempts more para sa kanila, but Davao 12 more free throws naman. So very interesting yung statistics natin dito, Coach Christian.
Right. I mean, this is the part wherein numbers, the numbers always tell something, but it's not the whole story. And this is the perfect example. If you're gonna look at, if you just tuned in, if you're gonna look at the box score, bakit dikit yung laro? Titignan mo yung stats, it doesn't make sense. But the thing is, the only player in double figures right now is Marcelino. And he's the reason why, aside from scoring, they've been able to, make a comeback after only scoring 9 points in the first quarter. Now, the difference in the second quarter, aside from, giving Davao a dose of their own medicine, limiting Davao to only 9 points also, is that, defensively, they've been better. We saw in the first half that defensively, yung mga drives ni, particularly si Lalata at si Agovida, their big men, they did a good job on ball of taking away those drives. Their help side was much better. And these are the things that you don't see on your stats. As you see the leading scorers for Davao, 8 for Agovida, Lalata with 6, Baila with 4. We talked about those two big men who started for Davao. They didn't do much of that damage, obviously, in the second quarter. Coach Louie, known his calling card really is on the defensive end. And having a low-scoring ball game sa materialis na meron siya, to me, favors Zamboanga.
And Mactalio still scoreless in this ball game, pero as far as I know, he's mentioned that he is a little under the weather.
And he hasn't been really looking for his shot. Only 2 attempts in the first half for Mactalio.
Marcelino, Barcuma, J-Boy Solis, Bonga Lanza, and Ray Publico ang nagsimula dito for Zamboanga. Talio, Kurt Lohera, Lalata, Keith Agovida, and Tumalip ang 5 para sa Davao to start the third. Si Dav Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon and si De Crespo as Mactalio.
On cue.
Not much lift on that shot even.
Yeah, pero naging agresibo na siya. Even though he wasn't really able to create an advantage, as his man was able to stay in front of him, just shoots right over. Another miss and a stop for Davao.
Agovida. Binigay kay Talio.
Kita mo, sa kilos pa lang niya, alam mo, hinahanap niya na ngayon. This is one thing that we didn't see from him.
Gets it to Agovida. Tumalip. Launches the 3. It's over the top. Coach Manu Inigo on your screens. 28-27. JC Marcelino. Bonga Lanza. Now with Barcuma on the left side. Barcuma sa gitna. Bigay kay J-Boy Solis. The runner from J-Boy. It's good off the glass.
Not the prettiest of shots, but he had a good angle on the board and was able to kiss it off the glass to make the basket. And against that 3-2 zone, if I'm Zamboanga, they're big. So doing a good job of screening. But that short roll, they could use the short roll to get the ball inside the paint and be either as a finisher or maybe as a decision maker in the middle of that 3-2 zone. Look at this drive right here. Little contact, pero yung angulo sa board, ang laking bagay, especially sa tulad ni Solis sa kaliwete.
Now, this is what you would want, on a zone, is that if you have a big man, it should be just 1 or 2 dribbles and nakaka-atake na siya.
Right.
Ando na siya.
Tama, tulad nito. 2 atake lang this time of Galianza from the wing and lane drive all the way down to the basket.
Lohera.
Good D by Solis.
Lalata.
Yun lang, maliit yung sumabay.
Oh, what a move. Chris Lalata.
Wala na magawa si Barcuma. Kahit na challenge pa siya, no? Mataas na si Lalata.
And Bonga Lanza knocks down the 3.
It's amazing what a layup can do for you. Once you see that ball go inside the hoop, yung outside shot mo, parang lumalaki na yung ring. 5 straight points for Galanza.
Agovida runs into Barcuma. Great defense by Joey Barcuma. Galanza asking for it. Barcuma attacks. Goes to the corner. Naagaw ni Lohera.
Another turnover.
Oh, what a pass. Pero no finish galing kay Agovida. Galanza launches the 3. In and out. Rebound, Solis, JC. Galanza will try again. Back-to-back misses para kay Bong Galanza.
Fortunate is Davao that didn't turn out to be a 5-point swing as Talio attacks the basket, will miss.
JC Marcelino. There's a whistle going against Davao.
Pinain ni JC Marcelino to si Mac Dalio. Initiated the contact using the hostage dribble and undisciplined was Mac Dalio reaching in. Natawagan tuloy ng foul.
34-30. Marcelino finds Galanza. Three-pointer. It's good. Alam mo, hindi mo, kahit nagmiminti siya, hindi pa rin pwedeng pabayaan yun.
The shooter's always gonna shoot. Na nabanggit nga natin as that play developed, libre. Ang problema, masyadong libre. Kahit nung pagtanggap niya, wala man lang palapit na white shirt.
Nakapag-dribble pa.
8 points na sa quarter na ito si Bong Galanza. Talio!
Talio inside. A little wild there on the drive by Mac Talio. Medyo may konting pilit na from Mac Talio.
But I'd rather see that from Mac Talio rather than being passive offensively. Kaya ngayon, he's huffing and puffing. Ini-encourage siya ngayon si Coach Manu because he's been a different man after halftime.
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, sa subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Talagang mas hinahanap niya na yung tira niya. And rightfully so.
As we mentioned, crucial game between these two teams. Zamboanga trying to avoid a third straight defeat. Davao naman going for win number 16. That will tie them with Zamboanga. Oh, in and out. Last touch. The Kenneth Igalo, but they're gonna challenge.
They are gonna challenge. I like the reaction by Coach Manu because Kenneth was go review and then nakita ko sa lips ni Coach Manu, sure ka? Sabi ni Kenneth, yes. Okay, challenge.
Tingnan natin kung tama ang desisyon na to.
Tingnan natin kung tama ka ulit. Gap muna tayo.
Sige.
The challenge made by Davao Occidental is unsuccessful.
So, unsuccessful challenge. Okay. It hit the shoulder.
Tumama sa balikat.
Kenneth Igalo. And minsan kasi hindi mo rin mararamdaman na tumama sa balikat.
Tumama sa balikat.
And this is me, hindi naman na dinedefend ko si
Kasi minsan yung muscles mo, pag ganun, hindi mo na mararamdaman yung bola.
Wow. What an explanation. Marcelino in and out on the 3, and Tapik ends up with Talio.
That's called analysis at its best. Or worst, for that matter.
Talio, that's a 3. It's good. Nothing but net. Para kay Mac Talio.
5 points for him all here to start the third quarter. If I'm Davao, I'm feeding. Ito si Mac Talio.
Bongga Lanza. Coach Louie asking for a foul on Igalo. Barcuma, 3 seconds to shot clock. Barcuma for 3. That won't go. Rebound ends up with Baila. Daryl Baila. Kurt Lohera. Lohera aatake.
Natawa na lang si Coach Louie. Kasi tulad nga nung nabanggit mo, on their end, hindi tinawagan yung contact pero he felt marginal contact here, pumito.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That is a 3-ball galing kay Mac
Spider.
Talio. And our Sidney Crespo has a report.
During their halftime huddle, Coach Manu reminded the Davao Occidental Tigers to keep playing with confidence. Naging mahirap yung second quarter offense nila dahil hindi daw ready ang mga sumunod na group while the normal gunners couldn't make their attempts. He emphasized that they need to keep playing hard, saying, kilala natin ang Zamboanga. He described they will run and they will remain tough. Importante raw sa kanila ang larong ito dahil kahit pasok na sa playoffs, gusto nalang i-maintain yung top 4 spot sa Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Sid. And the response has been good. Galing sa Davao in the second half. After that early surge by Zamboanga, nakabalik sila. Doing the things that Coach Manu told them.
Right, and you know, one player that was just inserted in again for Zamboanga is itong si Renzo Subido, which I think if I'm Davao, I'm not going to wait for him to make shots. They did a good job in the first half of limiting Subido to only 2 attempts. He missed both of them. And I say this because I think he's going to be an important part of their offense in terms of knocking down shots. Number one, because he's capable of doing it. Second, he can be streaky and really can be, you know, can make a difference sa laro, especially sa second half.
No. You have to remember the game against Binyan when all seemed lost for Zamboanga. And 3-pointers from Subido actually helped them get back into that game and eventually winning it on Chito Jaime's drive late on. Subido's runner is good.
Yan ang maganda rito kay Subido because they're taking away his shot from the outside, drives it to the basket, and makes a pull-up J with one hand. Highalo. Wala. Pero pupunta sa free throw.
Lohera was open, but Galo wasn't looking at him. Take a look at this move galing kay Renzo Subido as Lohera was closing out. Iniwan niya yung bantay.
Soft closeout though by Lohera because you also, yes, you want to take away the shot of a shooter, but you also want to contain the drive by Subido. And Subido was able to get away and score.
Yeah, Davao already with 19 free throws in the ball game.
Also the third point for Ken.
39-36 ang ating talaan ngayon. Zamboanga up by 3. Galanza. Bigay kay Subido. Subido, step back jumper. He will get the roll. Renzo Subido ups the lead to 5 for Zamboanga.
Yeah, I mentioned also that he could create for his own shot. Ulad na mahirap na step back yun. And gets the roll for his second basket all in the second half. Ighalo gustong sumabay sa pag-init nitong ni Subido.
And both teams seem to have settled into their rhythm here in the third quarter.
Better flow offensively for both of them after struggling relatively to start this quarter.
JV, labas kay Solis, Subido. With 5 seconds in the shot clock, Renzo gives it up. J-Boy Solis, nice fake. Yes! Long two para kay J-Boy Solis. 4th point of the ball game.
Coach Manu livid on the sidelines. I think he has a case because he thought Subido traveled. Anytime you take that step through with the extra step, you have to shoot the basketball from what I remember in the rules. Well, this one right here, he makes an up and under, step back, up and under. He takes that extra step. That's something from what I remember discussed to us even 2 decades ago. You have to shoot the basketball. You cannot pass the ball. Pero baka nagkaroon ng changes doon. Si Coach Mano, yun, hanggang ngayon, can't get over it. Kasi nakashoot nga naman ng Zamboanga.
Tsaka, it is a close game.
Right. I remember even the official who discussed that with us at that time is Mr. Romy Guevara. I'm not sure if you know him from the PBA. I mean, I'm not even sure if he's still alive. I hope he still is, but I can still remember him discussing it with our team back in the day in St. Stephen as they were the officials for back then the Metro Manila Tionglian League.
Bonbon misses the jumper. Apolonio grabs the rebound. Subido for 3. It's good.
I tell you, this is what we talked about as he was inserted. If you're Davao, you better be careful. Seems like they're not, as Subido catching fire here midway and late in the third quarter.
He's got 7. Dave Arana for 3. Ganda na sagot. These 3-pointers keeping the Tigers within striking distance here in the third. 4 of 12 for Davao. 3 of 19 for Zamboanga. Apolonio drives. Apolonio looking for a way through. He banks it in.
Gotta love the action for both teams. That answer by Arana on the other end, just one of those under the radar big shots to stop the momentum. Pero ang ganda rin ang sagot at galaw ni Apolonio using the up and under.
Zamboanga over the limit, and Joseph Gabaini is in the ball game for the first time.
Kyle Napes inserted.
No,
First time to check in?
No, he was
second.
played in the first half.
Yeah, Kyle Napes played 50 seconds in the first half. Mactalio at the line.
6 na puntos din para kay Mactalio, all coming in the third. Started the season with Abra. Has found a home here with Davao Occidental.
Short
on the second. 5-point game.
Gabaini also first time to check in for Zamboanga.
JV Marcelino. Apolonio uses the Gabaini pick. Shot clock down to 3. Apolonio, turnover. Bonbon Custodio, bigay kay Napes. Nabitawan ng bola. Steal by Apolonio. Subido ahead to JV Marcelino. JV, crossover.
Nice.
Layup, yes!
I liked how they set up, their primary offense. Pass ahead by Subido. Empty corner situation on the right side. How about the split by JV Marcelino to get that layup?
50-43, they go down low. Arana, too strong on that shot. Zamboanga can go for the last shot of the third quarter.
And they will, smartly.
JV Marcelino.
He wants a clear out. Another empty corner. This time they flip it to the other side.
JV to Subido. Renzo. 3. No. And that will do it. 3 quarters down here in Batangas City. The South Division battle between Zamboanga and Davao. See Zamboanga up by 7. Panoorin yung highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Renzo Subido finding J-Boy Solis to beat the shot clock. Subido, 7 points in that period.
Beautiful stroke.
Yeah, as it fuels this Zamboanga run in the third. 50-43. This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game. Just like the Avenes, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenes, oras na para magmotor. Literal na muscular and sporty fan of the game. That's the Lohera family, by the way.
You know what's the highlight there? What's the highlight there?
Yung pag-flex.
It's the shirt. Come on. It's the Mamba shirt.
Wow, Lohera family in full force here.
Oh, so kamag-anak ni Kurt to.
Yeah.
Like him. Like wearing the 24 shirt.
Yeah, that family right there.
I love it. Ang galing ng production natin.
Oo nga. But they are hard to miss, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
They're wearing Lohera shirts right now. So
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just curious if this is like a part of his personality, like going out like this, o dahil alam niya, Suzuki muscular shot of the game. Alam mo yun? Pakita ko nga muscles ko.
Can't blame him though if you have those guns.
But, I mean, either or, ang galing. Whether it's by chance or intentional, ang galing.
The fourth quarter between Davao and Zamboanga. Dave Arana, JK Casino, Mac Talio, Mark Sarangay,
That's a foul ng
and
Casino.
Kyle Napes ang 5 for Davao. Steal by Subido, inagawan si JK Casino. Quarter scoring, as we mentioned, much better quarter for our two teams in the third. 23-17 after struggling in the first half. 17-9 for Davao in the first. 18-9 for Zamboanga in the second. Third quarter, 23-17 as Jason Apolonio knocks down the 3.
Mabigat na start para sa Davao. They had first possession for a few seconds because it ends up as a turnover. Mactalio though, binawi agad yung 3 points sa kabila. With this drive for a non-conventional 3-point play.
Mac Talio right here with our play of the game, brought to you by Suzuki. Bumuelo, Omere. Medyo may konting hang time. Umupo ng konting panahon sa ere para sa ating Suzuki play of the game. 3-point play para kay Mac.
Good finishers. Sorry about that, Yo.
9 points now for him.
Good finishers always have a good feel for the glass. And Mactalio, might be, maybe a step slow, or maybe athleticism has caught up with him because of time. But because he was a terrific finisher back in the day, yung feel niya sa board, nandiyan pa rin. Kita doon sa finish na yun.
Mactalio against JC Marcelino. Mac uses the Sarangay pick. Spin move. And Gabaini was left on an island against Mactalio there.
This is going to be an interesting decision as Coach Louis is calling his troops. interesting decision how they will not only pick up Mactalio, but the scheme sa kanya defensively, especially when there's ball screen situations. Are they gonna double? Are they gonna hard show and force him to give up the basketball? This could open up opportunities for his teammates eventually.
Ang tanong dito kay Coach, are you gonna allow Mactalio beat you?
Well, because he's certainly capable of doing it.
Yeah.
I think the question is, for Mactalio, are you in shape to do so?
I have the answers here. JC Marcelino,
Natabik ni Mactalio.
the other all-star in this ball game. So ito, pinalitan si Joseph Gabayni. So, mas madali ito pag nag-switch on Mactalio. So, Bido, corner 3. No. Rebound ni Mactalio.
Good pass.
Arana. Talio. Against JC.
He's dancing right now.
Talio for 3. Rebound ni Apolonio.
They still go under the screen. Mactalio just missed that one.
Jaime.
Fatigue might be setting in for him.
And as we mentioned, hindi nga siya 100%.
Under the weather.
Yeah. Marcelino. Apolonio fires. No. Jaime
pass.
all alone.
Good pass. As players would always say sa mga ganun situation, Chito Jaime, the veteran, right place at the right time. Parang pag-ibig din yan.
Tama. Tama. 55 to 48. Recovered by Casino. JK.
Good D by Apolonio. Yun lang. Too much contact. Hindi naman nag-disagree itong si Coach Louie based on his reaction.
Palitan muna ng tao dito. Chito Jaime replaced by J-Boy Solis. Chris Lalata is in the game. Tomalip has returned. Mactalio stays in the game as well.
Guarded right now by JC Marcelino.
They go to Talio. Corner 3. Short. Rebound is Sobido. Ahead to JC Marcelino. JC bump. And he will go to the line for 2 free throws. By the way, Christian,
Yes, sir.
ang pamilya ni Kurt Lohera napapasok ngayon. Mom Yvette Lohera, his dad Ann Lohera, arrived from California 3 days ago. First time to go home with the whole family, with 3 of his sisters and his brother. So, welcome home sa Lohera family.
First time in who knows how long.
Yeah, and you know what it means, right?
Right.
You know, especially pag you have family overseas, coming back home.
Mas inspired ang laro.
Yun, nanyan po sila.
Beautiful family.
That's a... Sabay kaya sila sa flight lahat. Double dribble. Travel. Agree?
Agree. Bibigyan na kita ng official's uniform. Para napapadalas na yung tama mo, ha?
Hindi ko nga. Ayoko nga yung trabaho na yun eh. It's the most difficult job in basketball. After the coach.
Ayaw mo yun. Meron kang plan B.
Mactalio on attack mode. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito.
Yep. Oo, meron. Nagkaroon ng delay yung bitaw ng bola. Lifting.
Pa-practicing ko na sana. Hindi pala pwede yun eh. So, Mactalio misses the free throw. And right now, it's a 9-point lead. Free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Sa subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Tumatawa ka, partner.
Yeah, because I'm having a little long-distance communication chat with assistant coach Ron J. Enrile. And the thing now, unfortunately, I cannot relate sa ere, his displeasure nang sinabi niya yung tawag na yun kay Mac Talio. Pero ang nasa isip niya, malamang ball don't lie. Kasi nagminti si Talio sa free throw.
That's a foul on Igalo. Apolonio knows he'll get a lot of open shots with JC Marcelino there. And kaya medyo disappointed siya na hindi niya na knock down yung tira na yon.
Well, after that entertaining third quarter for both teams, especially for Zamboanga, scoring 27 points in the first half and then 23 in the third. It's been quite a struggle as we approach, the 6.5-minute mark. Both teams, 13 points only combined.
A good thing here for Davao is that Zamboanga already over the limit. Oh,
Good thing for Davao.
No, free throw disparity here.
Putting a little...
21 more free throws. Yun, yung
I love
pamilya
this
Lohera.
family. I love that they're not only cheering, but how they're really into it.
The 1 for 2 para kay Kurt, but TH Tumalip grabs the offensive rebound. 7-point game. Mac Talio. 8 seconds sa shot clock. Mac. Bigay kay Igalo. Tumalip. The extra pass. Lohera. I don't think he got it off in time.
They're gonna see the replay. This is gonna be a close one. Ikaw tumawag. Lagi kang tama.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't
Hindi
think
nga.
so.
Oo. See?
Partner, kikintatan na lang kita. I don't need your validation.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Mr. Validator.
57-50. Over 6 minutes remaining here in this ball game.
Little zipper play for Subido.
Zubido, binigay kay JC Marcelino. JC, atake, drop pass kay Santos. Ball is loose. Last touch ni Adi.
Masyado masikip yung pasang yun, no? Just too tight to handle that pass by Marcelino to Santos inside. Ends up in a turnover. Yun lang, natulog. Itong zone press, Lohera flies up in the air and does the right thing. Puts the ball in the hoop.
And much to the delight of the Lohera family, in full force dito sa Batangas. Oh! Three-pointer, no good.
That would have been a beautiful divorce move. That was more than a separation to get off that look by Subido. But look at this one. He took off one step above the broken line. Talk about flight.
5-point game, Zamboanga. Nasa kanila ang lamang, nasa kanila din ang bola ngayon. 6 seconds sa shot clock. JC, Marcelino. Marcelino flips it up and in.
Oh my. Sa ibang player magmumukhang chamba yan, pero how many times have we seen Marcelino, JC do that?
Lohera, aggressive, and he draws the foul.
Not a good decision defensively by Zamboanga, but look at this move. Little tap dancing up top against the mismatch, the bigger defender. Look how he flips it up and in. Just a poor job by Marcelino. Got to be disciplined that time. It's not a complete blow-by to give up a foul, but instead you give a bailout for Lohera. 2 free throws for him.
They're playing an inspired game with his family in attendance.
An inspired game and a lot of exposure opportunity to his family, and rightfully so.
And they will remember this trip forever.
Oo, maganda dito. Nasa YouTube lahat yan.
Oh, remember that one time we went to a game in Batangas City, Philippines?
Right, and then we were on TV, national TV.
Halfway through this fourth quarter.
I'm sure they just want to cap this off, this recording, if you may, with a win for Davao.
JC, bigay kay John Mahari. JC gets it back, takes the three and knocks it down.
Coaches always say you got to be balanced with your pull-up jumper, but if you have the athleticism and the touch for JC, you could just float up in the air, blocked by Zamboanga, and hit the shot.
62-53. Big stop for Zamboanga. JC Marcelino. He gets the switch on Lalata. JC, Lalata keeping in step. JC nabitawan ng bola. The kick out, Mahari for three. That's short. Mahari saves it to Subido.
Nice save.
Great hustle there from John Mahari. Subido launches. No. Nagawan sa rebound, ends up with Lohera. Lalata wants it. Lohera, bigay kay Ighalo. Three-pointer, yes! Still a two-possession game here. 3.5 minutes to play. Subido. Bigay kay JC Marcelino. JC, step back. Too strong, rebound ni Mahari. Balik kay JC Marcelino, atake sa ilalim. Adi Santos is there, back to Marcelino. Wala. Talio, fast break. Mac Talio, 2 points.
Zamboanga better be careful right now. The last 3 to 4 trips offensively, falling in love with the isolation play, hence getting contested shots, specifically itong si Marcelino, who looks to be gassed right now.
Yeah, even Talio. Mahari, aatake, that is off.
Mahari, I believe. Hindi.
No.
Yeah.
Humingi ng sub si Mac Talio, but watch this play right here.
2-on-1, creates contact, was able to elude the defense by Marcelino and decides to take it by himself. Mac Talio, after being scoreless in the first half, already has 12.
This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. Ang cute naman ng ating fan of the game. And,
I'm sure you miss Riley after
yeah.
seeing that cute baby in the yellow dress.
Dapat ko pala siyang i-text ngayon. Nag-aaral yun. Ganitong oras.
Huwag mo istorbohin. Minsan ang tatay nakakasira ng pag-aaral eh, no? Nag-aaral, i-istorbohin, pero kita mo yung matchup natin, no? Hindi naman tayo pinahiya. Marcelino, 20. Talio, all in the second half. 14.
One of the rare times na ating player matchup, mataas ang output. Marcelino and Talio, 20 points para kay JC, 14 for Mac. And wow, todo kayod ngayong araw. 27 minutes para kay Mac, 30 para kay JC.
That was a total of 34 attempts between two players.
Ah.
Marcelino, nice play off a timeout. Allowing JC Marcelino to go to his strong hand, kissing it off the glass.
64-58. Lohera trying to escape the defense, picked up by Talio. Mac. And Sobido sticking too close to Talio.
Natalio made the shot, hit the top of the board first. Just one of those highlights that doesn't count. Mactalio, you can see he's just doing everything that he can to elevate his team into a win, being more aggressive in the second half, looking more for his shots.
And he's trimmed the deficit to 5 here, hitting the first free throw. Second free throw rolls out. 64-59. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. JC will drive. Atras muna, the jumper, Marcelino. Clutch.
Kahit siya, naiinitan siya sa sarili niya. Seeing that reaction, he loves that matchup. No, Lalata getting him. Pero Lalata binawi naman sa kabila with a nice quick post move off the spin.
66-61, minute and a half remaining. Marcelino up against Lohera. Lalata now on the switch. Siya nakabantay kay JC. 5 seconds, a shot clock. Marcelino makes his move. Marcelino off the glass, no good. But Adi Santos grabs the offensive rebound. Another opportunity for Zamboanga. Renzo Sobido with 7 on the shot clock. Sobido turns the corner. Loses his footing. Another offensive rebound. Mahari this time. Labas kay Bonga Lanza. That's a 3. No. Lohera. Nakuha ang rebound. Bigay kay Talio. Mac Talio. Down the middle. Blocked by Marcelino.
Oh, what a play by Marcelino. Determined at that time as he got semi-blown by. Defender comes, help defender comes, and he meets him upstairs on the other side. Could be the defensive stop of the game.
Here's
What a
Talio.
basket-saving play.
Now against Marcelino. Talio steps out to the three-point line. No. Ighalo with the putback. It's a three-point game. 37 seconds remaining. Zamboanga ahead 66-63.
They're gonna go to their zipper play. A little pin down action for Marcelino.
And they do.
Inawagan ng foul.
Still have a
Itong
foul to give.
Davao. Mabigat yun. Wala pa naman sila sa penalty, no? Pero this allows Zamboanga to set up something from the sideline. That play was going nowhere, really. Pababa na si JC Marcelino. Ayun, yung hawak, yung yakap kay Adi Santos. Was that Tumalip?
Tumalip, yeah. Tumalip was whistled for the
So
personal.
right now, they can set up a play off the inbounds with JC as the inbounder.
Oy! Adi Santos stepped on the line.
Pero napaganda para sa Davao. Adi Santos careless with the basketball. Really an unforced turnover.
But that was the pass that they gave up. You know, yun lang yung available na pasa kanina.
Right, and I was surprised that Marcelino was the one inbounding, but sometimes the inbounder wants to get it back. Pero yun nga lang, stepping out of bounds itong si Adi Santos.
So a chance to tie para sa Davao, down by 3, 21.5 seconds remaining. Let's listen in to Coach Mano Inigo. left yan. Well, I'm hearing the first part of that.
Quick three?
Yeah, quick three.
I disagree. I mean, but obviously it's their discretion because this is a lot of time. Now, why do I say that? If you have a quick two, obviously you trim the lead down to one. You trim the lead down to one. There's a lot of time to play the free throw game.
Yeah.
Zamboanga has only gotten to the line 5 times tonight, 3 out of 5. I think what's important, if they decide to do that, I'm fouling Adi Santos.
Yep. 5 of 29. They go to Ighalo. Kenneth launches the three. Air ball. Tumalip saves it to Lalata. Lalata lays it in. 13.7 seconds remaining. Davao has trimmed the deficit to a single point.
Still, even though it cost them almost 10 seconds, you know, to get a basket, it wasn't a quick two, but it was still 2 points. This one, though, on the second chance offensive rebound, you see Lalata as the ball was saved by Tumalip. He gets the easy two. Now they can play the free throw game. They have to, the thing is, they have to foul the right person.
Foul muna sa unang pasa. Pagka-release, saan natin foulin? Kapag si Mahari nakakuha, yung percentage. Foul muna! Foul muna! Isa pa. Hey!
Zamboanga 66, Davao Occidental 65, 13.7 seconds remaining. A timeout left for each team. Both teams already over the limit. Zamboanga with possession. Bonga Lanza will inbound. Jason Apolonio, Chito Jaime, Renzo Zobido, and JC Marcelino ang lima for Coach Louie.
Obviously, nilabas si Coach Louie, si Adi Santos. Almost a turnover at si Mahari.
And that's the foul right there on Kenneth Ighalo.
Right. And even though they fouled a decent shooter at the line, obviously Galanza, he had that big third quarter wherein he scored 8 straight points, 2 from downtown. This is a better choice or lesser evil, if you will, compared to fouling the MVP in JC Marcelino, who's been, you know, in a lot of situations like this. But Galanza hits the first one.
Bonga Lanza, though, nails the first one.
What's important for Davao Occidental is that you have to expect a miss, and more importantly, you got to secure the defensive rebound and make a quick outlet to Mactalio.
Oh,
there's the miss.
Ighalo.
There's Mactalio.
Talio, 5 seconds. 2-point game. Talio for the win. Talio misses. And Zamboanga overcomes a gritty stand by Davao here in Batangas. The ball was in the hands of their best scorer, Davao.
Right.
But they played him very well. John Mahari sticking close to Mactalio, doing just enough to force that
Right,
miss.
and I think what's crucial there is that they got the matchup that they wanted. Sometimes in a scramble, you know, with the miss on the free throw line, you don't get your defender, your best defender on the best player, which Zamboanga did. Mahari was able to put pressure on that outlet pass. Yung pagkuha ni Mactalio, paglapit niya sa bola, cost them about 2 or 3 seconds instead of getting a pass downward. And because of that, he had to work for his shot pretty much 3/4 courts and was able to stay in front, had the discipline not to foul, and give a good contest on what was almost a game-winning basket by Mactalio.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. And JC Marcelino with another outstanding game. Was really just, while all the rest struggled, JC Marcelino was steady with his offense and, doing enough on defense as well. The final score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Sydney Cresta.
Yes, Adelph, kasama ko ulit si JC Marcelino, but this time para sa ating post-game interview. JC, congratulations. Pinatunayan mo na gusto mo na talagang bumawi at manalo ulit after 2 straight losses. Now scoring 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block sa kasama natin kanina, Mactalio.
Yun, pinagtrabahuan lang talaga namin kasi galing nga kami 2 talo na kaya gusto talaga namin bumawi. Yun, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga coaches dahil di sila sumusuko na turuan kami kahit matalo. Yun, maraming salamat.
Pero JC, it was still a close game, no? Familiar situation na sa inyo. Pero anong nagbago this time to make sure na panalo na? Mactalio, siya naman yung nasa posisyon mo nung last game, no? With that last possession.
Yun nga. Ayun talaga yung inano namin, pinag-aralan namin yung crucial game pagdating sa ganyang laban. Kaya yun, nakuha naman namin ngayon yung tin-training namin. Kasi yung mga talo namin talaga, ganun lang. Yung close game sa last minute na lang yun. Kaya yun, nakuha namin yung mga binuwing namin kada practice. Yun, thank you.
JC, alam ko may mga babatiin ka.
Ayun, salamat sa UCI Family, Maker of Families Brand Master, Atami at Mikado Sardines, Patrick Sportswear, sa mga kapamilya all over the country at sa mga taga Zamboanga City. Tsaka yung binabati ko yung mga pamilya ko sa Olongapo, kung nasaan man sila, tsaka yung mga mahal ko sa buhay, at tsaka yung baby ko si Matthew Ace, yung pamangkin ko si Asher, tsaka si Andy, tsaka yun, yung fiancé ko, si Kayla. Tsaka yun, nagpapasalamat ako kay Ma'am Anita Kao sa bigay niyang pabaon sa akin, tsaka Sir TP Kao. Yun, maraming salamat. Tsaka yun, sa mga taga Zamboanga, kita-kita tayo sa All-Star Game.
Alright, once again, congratulations JC Marcelino, our best player of the game, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sid, and congratulations kay JC Marcelino. Zamboanga snapping a 2-game losing streak and pinning the 9th loss on Davao. And up next, it's another South Division showdown as Batangas takes on South Cotabato. We'll be right back for that. Ito po ang MPBL ng Liga ng Bawat Pilipino.